Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In this video, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the collector Jinafire Long. I'm sure you could already tell because of the poster. I've not taken the poster out of its protective plastic wrap because I'm afraid I might damage it. I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was trying to open it, even though you can very clearly open it here. But I ended up accidentally kind of see it ripping the paper. So she's gonna be staying in the plastic wrapping for a while. I do really like the poster though. It's very cute. And it looks like it's good quality, I think, like good quality paper. With just the texture of the paper and with, there we go, how thick it is. Seems like good quality paper, which is good considering how much it cost. You know, I mean, the doll costs, I think, almost $100. I did not buy her myself. It was a gift that my sister got me, which was very, very nice of her and completely unexpected. But we are going to look at her. She was hanging out in my dorm room for a while. Because I technically was gifted her for my birthday in March. And I'm currently recording this in July, so she was in my dorm for a while. And I loved being able to look at her. Oh my goodness. Monster High is really turning me into a Jinafire Long fan. I really like the box and like the water theme. Because I recently found out that Chinese dragons have more to do with water than they do with fire, unlike European dragons. So on the back, gosh, the box is so beautiful. It says, "Thunder clashes as Jinafire Long rises from the sea in fiery splendor, soaring above mist-shrouded mountains and towards the heavens. She is breathtaking in a gown that brings together all the most intrinsic parts of herself: fire and water, earth and sky, and central past and radiant future. With her dragon heart burning bright, she flies so high that even the moon feels within reach." So as you can see, there are 3 clear parts that you can see are in the box. Which I think is nice. It lets you get a better look at her. Just like with the G3 doll, I love the inclusion of what looks like jade, and I also love the pearl. And of course the gold. Oh my goodness, she just looks so beautiful. For some reason, I think it's like with the water effects, but she kind of looks like, she kind of reminds me of the painting of Aphrodite emerging from like the water. First, we're gonna see if to get a good like first impression. I'm already so excited. A good first impressions. I'm just gonna have me take her out of the box and then I'll properly undo her from her chains. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's so we can see her as she gets out. I can just grab hold. Is that it? Yeah, it just needs to. Okay. Oh my goodness. What is keeping? I'm afraid of. Okay, I should be okay. I'm afraid if I pull too hard, she's gonna break. Oh, I love this background for her. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so much detail. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. I mean, I have to. I'm gonna have to like. Because I have to use this when I display her, right? I don't have a choice. I have to. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to rearrange my like specifically my fancy or more specifically collector's edition dolls. I have a specific area for them. I'm going to rearrange it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's so much. Oh my goodness. And like, yeah, sure. You know, it doesn't feel like the most expensive fabric in the world. But, you know, it's still nice. I mean, it would be uncomfortable to wear. Just this on your bare skin, but oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. And I love it. Like the way it catches the light. Oh my goodness. Alright, I will figure for more confines. I'll be right back. And here she is, right out of the box. You may notice that the doll comes with a certificate of authenticity. It says, Monster High Fang Vote. This certifies that your Monster High Jinafire Long Fang Vote doll materialized through the collaborative efforts of designers and artists at Mattel. Oh my goodness. Did I break it? Oh my god, I broke it. Oh no. I'm using a new stand and I was trying to reach over. Maybe this isn't like super strong, which is unfortunate. As you can see, when it popped out, it broke. So I'm gonna have to see about gluing that. So if I could just get, oh, it comes, like the stand comes with like these like leg holders, I guess, just to make sure the doll is able to stand a bit more upright. It does show when the doll is wearing it. But you know, if you have problems with dolls falling, especially with her, because she's so like, I'm just holding her by her legs, and as you can see, she is immediately just leaning because of how heavy this back part is. Hold on. Alright. Oops. Now if we look at her eyes, look at her face mold, it's very nice. These I'm pretty sure are like glued on. Maybe they're attached to the face, and I'm afraid of taking them off because I might not be able to take them, you know, put them back on. But it is nice, a little bit of extra texture. Her face is very beautiful. She also has these earrings. I like the dangles on it. Kind of looks like a lantern with a little white. I'm assuming it's meant to be pearl. And we have her flowers. This is a really ornate headpiece. And as you can see on the back, it really supports the hair. And I'm sure it can be taken off and put back on. But like usually when I unbox my dolls, I go about trying to like take off their shoes, take off their hat, you know, because there's a bit of me that does like personalization, but I'm too afraid to do that with her because I'm so afraid that if I do something, I'm not gonna be able to get it back because I'm not good at redoing hair. Oh my gosh, look at this. Wow. So the plastic, the dangling plastic, is harder than the plastic, like the golden plastic. As you can see, it is very detailed and ornate. She's probably, I think, my most expensive doll I have, at least when it comes to dolls that, like her market value, like what she was sold for by the company, makes her probably one of the most expensive dolls that I have. Although I do have some collector dolls that I've spent over $100 on. Even though they only sold for like $75. So all this to say, the detail, I like the detail because it makes me think, oh, my sister did not waste that much money on a doll. Because look at that detail. It's also mentioning that I do not, seeing as this is probably the most expensive doll that I own, I don't have a lot to compare her to when it comes to detail. She's certainly probably, I want to say, more detailed than any of my other dolls. But, I don't know. I've never owned any other dolls that were over $90. So I don't really know how to compare her. But her nails are done. I love her nails. I love her little claws. This is her tail. If you already own a Jinafire doll, or I guess a Lagoonafire doll, you can probably tell that, like, they certainly reused the molding, which is fine. It's sort of expected. But I just found that fun when I, like, look at her tail and I look at my Lagoonifire's tail. She's just, oh my goodness. Because again, you can see, like, the little plastic band. Usually I take that off, and I tried to take it off before I realized that this piece does not have a lot of support on the back, meaning that it would probably just, like, fall off of her. So I was too afraid to take off the plastic piece, which is kind of a disappointment. I personally would prefer all of my dolls be able to, like, wear their clothes on their own. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would prefer it if, I could take off, like, plastic bands or, like, those things that they usually stick into the head to keep the hats in place. I'd prefer it if I could take those off and have the hat just be, there, or the clothing just be there. But no, unfortunately, I think especially since she's a collector doll, they're not expecting, try and, like, change what she's wearing at all. But she does not seem to have any of those. Like, the little this piece is part of when I unboxed her. So, it was just keeping her head to the plastic. Yeah, I'm impressed that this piece actually does not need, from what I can see, it does not need to have been physically attached to the head with, like, again, one of those, like, things. I forget what they're called. I don't know if any dolls near me have them on. I'm trying to see. Yep, okay, Frankie Stitch and Style has one. This is what I'm referring to. And I'm honestly impressed that Jinafire does not need one. At least from what I can see, she doesn't have one on. But again, I love the jade. I love her purse. Little ribbon. It looks like the purse can be opened, but I'm not gonna try to open it because I don't see a place where you can then close it, right? So I think that was just how they assembled it, and there's not a way to open and close it. But again, she's like, there's a lot of detail on her, but she's ultimately a collector doll. She's not really meant to be played with. So instead of, like, putting in, like, detailed features for, like, playing and, moving her around, it's more so just detailed features in her articles of clothing. Beautiful belt and the pearls on it. This fabric is really stiff, so you don't have to worry about it, like, moving around too much. And I love that it's, like, double coated, And I love these shoes. If I can move her. Oh my goodness. Again, it's still attached, and I'm afraid to take off the ribbons because I'm not gonna be able to do any nice bow at all. But look at this detail. Oh my gosh, the lanterns, the fencing. Oh my goodness. She is just stunningly gorgeous. Oh my god. Dragons. I love this. I love her so much. She is probably going to be the star of my collection. And the back, we have her, I don't know what to call it. Like, I guess it's a cape kind of thing, but it's not like on her like a cape. But again, the fabric is, it's not the kind of fabric I would want to wear, but it is gorgeous, and I do like how it's kind of holding its shape with like the ruffles. And it is attached by this black piece, and again, I wish I could tell you more about it, but I am too afraid to remove much of her stuff. Oh, and the pearls go all the way, which you figure like they'd be able to get away with not doing it because, oh my gosh, I've ruined her hair. With, you know, because you can't see it, but, you know, I like that they added that sort of detail. Little fishnets. Oh, she's so beautiful. I really don't feel like I'm doing her justice. Do I think that she should cost $100? I don't know. Again, I don't have much to compare her to. But I certainly do not think that you should buy her on the secondhand market, because I just know that she's probably going to be sold for like $500, and I do not think any doll, especially one as new as she is, should be worth that much. But I guess we could also talk about her stand. So other than the part that broke, is the usual stand that they've been going with recently for their collector dolls, I've noticed, where it's just meant to go in between her legs. And then this is the, I guess, supported part of it, the part where her feet are on. And I like that it's just like, it's like little water. It's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm really happy with her. Alright, so I mentioned in my video that I was going to have the background of her box as part of the display, and you can kind of see it behind Dracula and all the other dolls. I managed to kind of fix the stand. She'll just give me a minute. As you can see, she is on the stand. I did have to glue the entire stand. I'd have to glue like the part keeping her up to the actual stand, so I can't remove it, but it did work and she is standing tall. But yeah, here are my collector dolls, and the next video is going to feature a new inclusion of them. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye!